NC Piedmont Outdoors presents Canteen Cup Cooking Chicken and Broccoli. Brought to you by Slammer Series Turkey Calls. Made by a hunter for hunters. Get your turkey call today by visiting www.slammerseries.com in partnership with Aqua Leisure Services LLC, serving the Rehoboth Beach, Delaware and surrounding areas, servicing all your pool and spa needs. Also in partnership with Sign Scientists, the Sign and Design Lab, providing wall murals, vehicle wraps, design, print, and marketing services. Regardless of your business requirements, their experts are up to the task. Visit www.signscientist.com or call 919-685-7641.
Hey everybody, this is Joe from NC Piedmont Outdoors. Back out at my hunting property again today. Season's going to start, bow season starts next Saturday, so I'm just doing again some last minute touch-ups, adjusting some cameras, trimming up some more branches, just checking out the place one more time. And certainly while I'm out here, I'm going to make myself some food. So what I got on store today is going to do another Canteen cook, and I'm going to make instead of beef and broccoli, I'm actually going to make chicken and broccoli. So I've got a little bit of beef and broccoli spice, and I said I'm going to substitute chicken. I've got some minute rice I'm going to use. I got from the dollar store to make some rice to go along with it. Got some fresh broccoli in there in the bag, as you can see. Well, when I say fresh, I mean frozen broccoli that I'm going to cook up. I've got my can of chicken, some oil, and of course no Chinese food kind of meal would be complete without that fortune cookie. So let me get the stove turned on and we'll get started cooking. Alright, so here we go. I got the stove just got lit, turned on. I'm going to take my Canteen from the Pathfinder Canteen cook kit. I'm going to get that on the heat here, and I'm just going to drop in just a little bit of oil. Just a little bit of oil in here to heat that up. Not a lot, don't need a lot, just a little bit. I'm going to take my chicken, pop open that chicken can. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm actually going to save the water and use that to help cook the rice, kind of like I did in my other video. So I'm going to kind of just drain the water out of that real quick. Just a little bit into my other Canteen cup. Pop open this chicken. I'm going to drain out the rest of the water. That's good. Oop, this is getting a little too hot. Let me move this off real quick. Yep, getting a little too hot right there. Alright, let me add the chicken. There we go. Alright. Got the chicken. Put it back on heat. Let that kind of cook up a little bit. Now while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of pepper. This is just one of those standard little pepper packs you can get from any fast food restaurant. I'm going to take the sauce, the spices for the beef and broccoli, and again, like I said, I'm going to use chicken. So I'm just going to kind of look at the amount. So really, in this size Canteen, I probably only need about half of that packet. I don't need the whole amount, so it's not going to be a full full pan full like you would at home. This is just for my the Canteen size. So just gonna let that chicken brown. Give it a few more seconds. All right, so I've got the chicken cooking. It's getting a little warm, getting a little brown. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my broccoli. And again, this was just broccoli. I picked up a bag from Walmart, frozen broccoli. I'm gonna throw it in here. And just kind of heat that up, along with the chicken and the pepper that's already in there. Get that nice and warm. Alright, now as that cooks, I'm gonna go ahead and get the spices ready to add to that. Alright, so I've got the chicken and the broccoli and the pepper in my Canteen cup. It's getting brown, getting cooked, getting warmed up. I'm going to go ahead at this point and add the other spices. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of water from my Pathfinder Canteen, and I'm going to add just a little bit of water, probably about half a cup if I can. It's probably good right there. Alright. Now I'm going to take, recipe calls for a little bit of soy sauce, so I'm going to add some soy sauce. Soy. Okay. Got 2 packets of soy sauce I'm going to add. It's probably a little more than I need, a little more salt than I need, but that's alright. It'll all be good. Wipe my hands. Okay, and then I'm going to take this beef and broccoli seasoning mix. I'm going to try to add about half of this seasoned packet. It's all kind of broken up, so I'm just going to kind of add that, or I think it's about half. That's probably about half, and I'll keep the rest for another meal. Alright, and then I'm going to turn up the heat and get this mixed together. See if I can bring this to a boil. And let that boil up. Alright, so I've got this starting to come up to a nice simmer. I'm going to turn the gas down a little. I don't want it to go out, but I don't want it to burn. So I'm just going to let that simmer and mix it occasionally. Alright, so this is heating up nicely. It's starting to simmer a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on just to let that simmer. And then I'm going to work on my rice and start to get that ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my other Canteen cup, and I have marked on here inside just about where a cup is of water. So I need a cup of water and I need a cup of this white rice. So I'm just going to splash a little more water from the Canteen into my Canteen cup, get it up to about a cup, which is about right there, I think. Alright. Put this to the side. Alright, so I've got a cup of water into my Canteen cup here. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this minute rice. If I can. I'm doing a terrible job. And I'm going to pour about a cup of the rice into this liquid that I have. That looks about right. So now in this Canteen cup, I've got a little bit of the chicken water from the can. I've got a little water from my Canteen, and about a cup maybe of the minute rice. So I'm going to go ahead and get this ready to get on the stove here as soon as this cooks. So let's open this up and kind of give you a look at that. Alright. So yeah, it's simmering. You can smell it. I can smell the spices. It's going to get it's getting a little more brown. Not exactly as brown as in the package, but it is getting a little thicker and a little brown, so that's perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the lid back on here and let this simmer for a little bit more before I move the rice over. Now, I could turn on the other burner and cook the rice there and have both done at the same time, but you know what? I'm just enjoying being out in the woods right now, being at my property, so I'm not in any particular rush. And you know, I'll edit the video to put it all together and not have you watch the rice kind of cook, but so I'm just going to let this simmer and then we'll cook the rice. Alright everybody, so this is simmering, looks good, heat all the way through. I'm going to go ahead and just leave the cover on and kind of pull this off, set it to the side. Then I'm going to go ahead and put the other Canteen cup with the rice in it. Just going to add a splash more water. There we go. Put that on there. All right, everybody, I've got the canteen cup filled with the rice and water. I've got it on the heat. I'm going to put the cover on it and just let that kind of cook. And hopefully within a minute or so, we'll be ready to go and show you the finished product. All right, so while I'm waiting for the rice and the kind of boil and get cooked, so kind of looking at my setup here. So, you know, what can you have here that you can bring with you on the trail? Well, everything I cooked today or brought with me to cook can bring with you on the trail, certainly, right? You can bring rice, the spice packet, a little bit of oil, can of chicken, right? A little bit of broccoli, right? None of those things are going to be bad if you wanted to take all that stuff together, go on a trail and hike. And you can cook all this stuff really in one canteen cup if you wanted to, right? Today I'm just at my property, so I have a little bit more flexibility, right? So I have the opportunity to kind of use my Coleman stove, which I said in my other video, really love. My dad had one when when I was a kid growing up, and we'd cook on it all the time when we went hunting. So I have the opportunity to use it, so I'm using it, right? But there are other stoves out there that I've used or have used, and I'll be showing you some of them in some more videos, right? So with the weather cooling down, I hopefully be back on the fire pit cooking over that. I do have a little folding Luxada stove that I'm going to use. I really like that. I just got that not too long ago, so that's pretty cool. My buddy, when I go camping, he uses a firebox stove, so we have some opportunities to show some videos with that. We're going to camping in October together again, so hopefully we'll get some more videos then. But, you know, all this kind of stuff is just something that I enjoy and something that you can do too, right? All right, it looks like this rice is boiling pretty good here. Let me check on it, and we'll get back to you. All right, everybody, so the rice is done. Take the lid off of this. Take the lid off from my chicken and broccoli. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the rice into this canteen cup. And we'll mix that all together. You can see, I'll try to get my hand out of the way, make sure you all can see. Just kind of mush that rice out of there. Get this all starting to stick a little bit to the bottom, but that's okay. We can clean that up. If you cooked with canteen cups long enough, you know sometimes it does stick a little bit to the bottom. So go ahead and just put that all in there. Set this to the side, and I'm gonna take my canteen cup and spoon and mix this all together. And the rice, you know, I tested the rice, and the rice absorbed some of that liquid, obviously, from the chicken can, so it gives you that little bit of chicken flavored on top of that rice. So between that and the spice packet, the broccoli, and the chicken, boy, if you're on the trail, this is a hearty meal. I'm gonna try to show that to you, see if you can get a good look at that. But yeah, that's what it kind of looks like. It's not as brown as in the packet, but that's okay. I think it's going to taste great. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this. So I hope y'all like what you saw here today. I hope you might want to try the recipe yourself and cook like this. Again, this is we're a new channel, so please, if you like the content, go ahead and hit that like button. Send me any comments. I'd love to hear from you, and also hit that subscribe button. As I say, we're kind of a new channel starting out, and we're looking to build some subscribers. So please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like it. And then if you have other comments or other recipes you want me to try, go ahead and add them to the comments too. So this is Joe from NC Piedmont Outdoors, and signing off, and see you next time. Thanks for watching.